Alright, we should be live and ready to go. We are live here with RCW Season 3, Episode 3. So, a lot happened last episode. So, we had Paige versus Alexa Bliss. So, Paige came back. Everybody was wondering what the hell happened to Paige. And everybody was also wondering what the hell happened to The Rock after he lost the RCW World title to John Cena, in which then John Cena had lost it to Jason Outlaw the day after he beat The Rock. So that was that sucks kind of for him. So with that said, Paige came back, a dominant win over Alexa Bliss. Finn Balor and Aleister Black beat Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. The Rock came back versus Randy Orton, in which Jason Outlaw attacked Randy Orton unexpectedly. Then we had Bryan Outlaw versus AJ Styles, in which Bryan absolutely dominated AJ in that matchup. And Chris Danger ended up attacking AJ Styles as well. We had Conor Fury making his debut versus Samoa Joe in a no-holds-barred match, which Conor Fury absolutely dominated in as well. So as you can see, we had a lot happen, and because of that, AJ Styles said that he wanted to come out and address the RCW universe on what took place last week. And so, yeah. And that's exactly what's going to happen right now. I didn't mean to control it, actually, honestly, if we're all being honest. Says he has some business to attend to, and I'm here because there seems to be no question as to whether or not I'm the best, so maybe it's time to prove it. A certain superstar in the locker room hasn't been painting a very favorable picture for me right now. This guy is feeling pretty confident. That's because all he's had to do is use his words. If he ever had to use his fist to back up his words, he's going to learn a sharp lesson in the difference between fantasy and reality. This isn't a ballet class, this is RCW, and if you got a problem, there's only one way to solve it. Chris Danger, brother, we've got a major problem, so let's settle this right now. Wow. Let's see what Chris Danger's got to say about that. There he is. See, he made an alliance with the Outlaws, showing he wanted to say that he wanted to make it up for Jason Outlaw, definitely, after mistakenly attacking him at the Crusade pay-per-view, and he wanted to show the allegiance to the Outlaws. So not only is he aligned with Jason Outlaw, but he's also aligned with Bryan Outlaw as well. So let's see how this works. Giving these sheep a reason to care is probably the most generous act I've committed in my far 2 years on this planet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. You're welcome. Do you think interrupting me is going to make you significant around here? Let me tell you, Junior, the only thing interrupting me is going to do is piss me off, and you don't want to see me pissed off. Now take a walk and let me get back to what I was saying. Again, I didn't actually mean to control this, actually. This is like one of your weird dreams you have after eating bad pizza. I say that because the only way you've been crazy enough to step to me would be in a dream, and even then you'd better wake up and apologize. I don't waste my time on dreams, punk. I'm too busy with reality. And the reality is, I'm better than you in every way. Your dream of ruling RCW is at an end. I'm never really good with these promos, that's why I don't really control them. You don't deserve to be here in RCW. You're not up to the caliber that a superstar like me is. Were it up to me, you wouldn't be anywhere near a ring. I wouldn't even hire you to carry my bags. Look, if you're looking to make a name for yourself and get a reputation, I can't help you. But if it's a fight you're looking for, we can do this anytime, anywhere. You didn't really miss anything. Anna, you didn't miss anything at all, so... I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I've noticed that a lot of times that the notifications don't always work the way you want them to. The way I see it, this ring is my Garden of Eden, and you're the slithering snake. You're trying to tempt me into falling into your little trap, but nuh-uh, brother. You want to match with me, you gotta earn it like the rest of them. Again, Chris Danger just killing this promo out here. I don't think you realize what you set forth tonight. Mark your calendar because this is the beginning of your end. I'm the alpha on this roster and the omega of your career. Your name will be lost to history as my achievements obliterate any of yours from human memory. Wow, Chris Danger has with very strong words there. We'll have to see what this... Yeah, like I said, the notifications, a lot of times for me, especially with YouTube, it's wonky. Some subs don't receive them, some do. So we have Luna Outlaw being accompanied by Sky Outlaw as well as Connor Fury in a match against Sarah Logan, in which the rest of her Riot Squad is also going to be accompanying her to ringside as well. I can understand why Luna would want Sky to be out here, as the Riot Squad have been known to get involved in matches, so who knows, we might see something happen here. But anyways, for those of you who don't know already, I have a brand new show out. It's called Lockdown. It is the backstory of the Outlaws. The first episode right now is on my YouTube channel in a playlist. I believe it's called Lockdown Season 1. You can watch that. That's the very first episode. It just focuses on the Outlaws as well as custom superstars. So the only superstars that we are allowed to use in that series are Seth Rollins and Paige as far as WWE superstars go, because those were the only superstars in the WWE that played a role in the Outlaws' backstory. So all of it is fully custom, which means your custom superstar can go up against any of the Outlaws or any of the guys that are that were in the MWE, such as Connor Fury. However, when it comes to making the wrestler, unless you're on PlayStation, which I can understand that that's an issue, I would highly prefer for you to be on Xbox already, and to have your superstar already created, because the issue that I have when it comes to creating these wrestlers, especially with Connor Fury, Luna Outlaw, and everything, they're all very detailed. From their entrances to their movesets to their attires to everything. And that takes a lot. It took me about 3 hours to make a wrestler, and that's just in streaming. What's up? Thanks. I think that's Logan. That's you, right, Logan? Thanks for the follow, man. I know that you've been wanting to get, I think that's you, if I'm right. Like, I think that's you, buddy. I saw you like my tweet on Twitter, so I'm glad you could actually make it and actually watch it. I'm sorry that I didn't ever tell you about this show, but you know, it is. But in case you miss any of the shows, I will definitely send you the YouTube link. You can get the YouTube link. I believe it's in my Twitch panels, and you can watch all the episodes of RCW and my new show, Lockdown. So, anyways, the show, everything's going good, man. Everything's going good. It's good to have you here. So, yeah, the show Lockdown primarily focuses on the Outlaws. So, basically what that show is the past of the Outlaws and what happened to them before RCW was a part of their life, before they were called up to RCW. So, all of the matches have an Outlaw in them. So, you got Jason, Luna, Brian, and all them. So, all with them being a family, it's all focused on them primarily. And the reason why I created the show is because a lot of you guys love the Outlaws here on RCW, so why not make a brand new show out of it? That show is going to be a part of my Twitch streaming too as well. So you got this show right here, RCW, and you got the then you got the Lockdown show. Then you got Lockdown. All of these shows are streamed on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for the host, Carly. All these streams are streamed both on YouTube and Twitch at the same exact time. So in case you miss any of the episodes, either of RCW or Lockdown, they will be added to a playlist in chronological order in which you can watch them. But without further ado, let's get to Luna Outlaw and Sarah Logan. Again, I absolutely loved this entrance, and I hope you guys, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I hope you guys love it too as well. I'm thinking about adding like a Titantron for the rest of the Outlaws, like Sky and Luna, but I just think not having one just adds the more mystery to it with all the lights being out. So there's her sister right behind her. Sky revving up the crowd, as well as Connor Fury. You can't really see him because due to the lighting, but he is here as well. By the way, Luna Outlaw and Sky Outlaw will be teaming up together on Friday on the second episode of Lockdown. So obviously, you can see the fully customized, all of these Outlaws are fully customized. All of the wrestlers that I make in the game, I intend for them to be fully customized. So you can see that logo right on the back of her jacket there. That is a logo that I personally designed myself specifically for Luna. In case you want to rep the Outlaws, there is a... Am I doing 2 episodes a week of... I decided since I added Lockdown, we're gonna differentiate between the two. So one day, I like to have Lockdown on Friday, usually. So we might have Monday and Wednesday be RCW, and then have Friday be Lockdown. Just because it's a Friday night, the Outlaws are special. So as an insecurity to Sarah Logan. But that's pretty much with the addition of wow, that was a really cool combination. I didn't even expect to do that. But with the addition of Lockdown, I wanted to change up the scheduling for RCW, so I'll still be streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays normally, but they're all gonna differentiate. So one day I might do RCW on Monday, and then the next day I'll do Lockdown on another day. So we're still gonna do RCW, but I don't know if we're gonna go to the 2 episodes a week with the new edition of Lockdown. But that's pretty much nothing has changed as far as what's going to be streamed and what's not going to be. So it's going to be pretty much the same thing, just with Lockdown added. And Lockdown is its own universe mode, so none of the storylines that happen in here, besides the Paige and Seth Rollins storylines with the Outlaws. None of the storylines that are happening in here. So, like, for example, if Luna decided to get in a rivalry with Ruby Riott or something, that's not on RCW. That's not gonna show up in Lockdown. Lockdown, it's completely owned show. It's not correlated with RCW in any way. As Luna looking for the dawning on Sarah Logan and connects. But I guarantee that's not it. And she kicks out at 2 as Sky and Connor continue to look on here. Now, for some reason, Luna has taken a fancy towards Connor. I have no idea why, but they were in MWE together. So they were able to, they would see each other in work all the time when they would, by the way, the Outlaws are from Manhattan, for those of you who aren't familiar with the backstory. But the MWE is a made-up promotion, just like RCW is, that the Outlaws wrestled before they came to RCW. So RCW is essentially the main roster of MWE, whereas MWE is sort of the NXT of RCW. And again, Luna looking for the dawning and connects again on the dawning here. But Ruby Riott distracting the referee, preventing Luna from pinning Sarah Logan. I guess the Riott Squad paying dividends there. But yeah, Connor and Luna, they have been having conversations with each other on Twitter, and I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of a love triangle there. I mean, Connor's 20 and Luna's 19, so, you know, there's not much of an age gap. There's a German suplex there, but I don't know what's going on between them two. But whatever it is, it's very interesting, to say the least. And Luna deciding to roll out. Here. Threatening to punch Liv Morgan. But now gets back in the ring with Sarah Logan and looking for a German suplex, but Sarah able to reverse. Now Luna Irish whipped into the corner, and now what appeared to be a knee there. An alley-oop bomb there. Sarah looking to get back in this matchup. And again, pinning, or trying to pin at least, Luna, but Luna able to kick out at 1. Looking to submit Luna. Now, Luna has never been submitted. She's never been submitted in her wrestling career, both in MWE and in RCW. So and she doesn't really go for submissions. She's more of a striker, as you can tell by her moveset. She's more of a quick and agile striker. She's not really the one to submit. And another Falcon Arrow to Sarah Logan. Lifts up Sarah now. Looking for the blackout. And a blackout on Sarah Logan. Looking to follow it up with a third dawning. And connects on the third one. And Luna able to pick up the victory. I'm surprised Ruby and Liv Morgan did not get involved in that last part there, but I guess it was good to have Sky and Connor out here just in case anything were to happen. But again, Luna showing her dominance. Again, you will see Luna Outlaw team up with Sky Outlaw, her sister, on Lockdown on Friday. Same time, 4 o'clock. Same ordeal. I'm getting better about posting on Twitter when I'm going live, and I actually leave a link in the channel, or of the channel for, you know, people that are new that want to come to the channel, I leave a link right directly to the channel so that you guys can just easily navigate to it. So usually I like to post that on Twitter a couple minutes before I go live so that everybody can get settled in and you know, get ready. So I usually never really start exactly at 4 o'clock. That usually never happens because I like to give a little bit of time for people to settle in and do whatever they need to do before they start watching the stream. So we have the Hardy Boys, the newly crowned RCW Tag Team Champions, going up against the Usos. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I will be taking control over one of the Usos. Little different. I thought about it, and I was going to take over one of the Usos. So, should be a little different here. As you can see, the Tag Team Champions about to come out here. Now, that was a very shocking matchup at the Crusade pay-per-view. It was the Brothers of Destruction and the team of Black Hole, Aleister Black, and Finn Balor going up against the Hardy Boys. And that was... I have to fix that. RCW Tag Team Championship. It shouldn't say that. It should say Champions, but I'll fix that. Don't worry about it. And we have the Usos, day one. I love their gimmick. I don't know what it is, but I love that whole gimmick. The day one-ish and the hood gimmick or whatever. I like it. I like it. We have the Usos. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. Let's see if the Usos can sentence them to the Uso Penitentiary. Let's see what happens here. It's Jimmy Uso looking to start off here on Jeff Hardy. But Jeff able to just a simple arm drag there. I don't think I'm am I controlling any of it? I don't think I am. Why am I not doing anything? Oh wait, that's because I have the reversal buff. No wonder why I'm not doing anything. No wonder I couldn't do anything, because I had the reversal buff that can make you not be able to reverse anything. So, no wonder why I couldn't do anything. It's all good. A knee right to the face of the woken Matt Hardy. And another one. How crazy would it be for the Usos to knock off the Tag Team Champions here? They would definitely increase their chances of a title match if they're able to do that. Oh! Tried to stop the tag, and Matt Hardy made a really bad decision there. Now Jay is in. Sorry, I apologize. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes. And Matt Hardy looking to get back in this matchup here. But Jay able to reverse it. And plants Matt Hardy. Just a 1 count there, but the Uso brothers very dominant here against the Tag Team Champions. A clothesline to Matt Hardy. Jesus. Again, being very smart, realizing what Matt Hardy was trying to do there. tagging in his brother. Irish whip to the corner. Just a punch to the face, planting Matt Hardy down. Again, lifts him up. Now Matt feeling it. Got a kick to the midsection again by Jey Uso. And Jeff somehow makes the hot tag, able to get the hot tag in. Now tags in Jimmy Uso. Able to reverse. What's Jimmy going for here? Just a snap suplex. Irish whip to the corner. A punch to the face of Jeff now. Now that double super kick that the Usos love to use in tag matches, that could be definitely a very dire moment for the Hardys if they can connect with that. Looking for the signature there, but unable to, and a twist of fate by Jeff Hardy. And Jimmy Uso able to kick out of that. Looking for a swanton bomb, perhaps. This is vintage Jeff Hardy right here. But decides to go for the leg drop instead. I thought he might have been looking for the swanton bomb, but looks like he wants to continue. Wear Jimmy Uso down before he goes for that big move. But Jimmy able to reverse. And now Jimmy is in huge trouble here. Very big trouble. Swanton bomb on Jimmy. But Jey able to get out of it. Oh no! Trying to figure out, mixing around with the targeting, but tried to go for the comeback there, but Jimmy unable to get anything in a cross body. Jimmy's got to find a way out of this matchup. He's been in here way too long now. Jimmy able to get out of it. A kick to the midsection, but Jimmy goes down. He is tired. He is winded. Got to definitely conserve that stamina there. Possibly looking for the twist of fate again. The single leg Boston Crab here. Realizing that Jeff may get out of it, he cancels it, breaks the hold. Again, Jimmy still in this match, and a super kick to Jeff Hardy. Matt's right there. But Jey able to slam him down, and now Jeff definitely has no place to go now. Another super kick to Jeff Hardy. And the Usos are victorious over the RCW Tag Team Champions. That's definitely got to put them in the title picture at some point. Like I always say, the way we do things here differently on RCW. You earn your way to matches. And wins is definitely a huge way to do that. What's up, Diamond Gaming? Appreciate you being here. The Usos are definitely pumped up after their win over the RCW Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, but we are still going. I still have yet to find Brian Outlaw an opponent for RCW Envy, where he will be defending his RCW Carnage title. But Jason said that he wanted a matchup against a worthy opponent, and who can be more worthy than Rey Mysterio? One of the greatest cruiserweights of all time, if not the greatest. He just turned like 48, I think, maybe. What's up, Carrie? How's it going? I guarantee you'll be excited with our main event tonight, for sure. And we have Jason, the RCW World Champion, coming out here to face... Did you win your match? You haven't actually... you haven't actually debuted yet. On RCW yet. You haven't debuted yet. Give me a minute while I plug in my laptop here. Would hate to have it die during this. There we go. Alright, perfect. Good thing it did it during an entrance, but we got Jason Outlaw, the recently newly crowned RCW World Champion. No, Apple, I'm not updating anything yet. You can wait. And we have Rey Mysterio here. I have to wonder to see how he fares against... She didn't debut yet. Nope. She debuted on Lockdown, which is a separate show from RCW. So she debuted on that show, but she didn't debut here on RCW quite yet. The ref got in the way there. That might have been caused a little bit of effect in Jason right now. Imagine what it would be like for Rey Mysterio to get a win over the RCW World Champion. But Jason is very quick. Just as Rey Mysterio is as well. We got to keep an eye on that count. And Rey able to reverse. Just launching Jason. And Jason reverses. And a chop block takes down Rey Mysterio, and Rey gets back up. Jason tries to go after him, but the referee pushes him back, and now Rey's back in this. I don't know if I agree with that right there. I think the ref kind of screwed Jason over, but it doesn't matter. Samoan drop on Rey Mysterio. Now, I asked Jason Outlaw about what he thought about Rey Mysterio and the whole mask meaning in the lucha libre culture, and he said, the mask is no more than something to hide behind. Hide behind your own insecurities. Even though he used the word pathetic in front of it. Pathetic insecurities. And he said that a real man does not hide behind a mask. I have to agree with him on that one. What's up, Anna? What's up? How's it going? Tried to go for the bail kick there, but Ray able to reverse that. And now both of these gentlemen on the outside once again. Able to reverse though in a pin, but doesn't count here on the outside. And a suplex to Rey Mysterio. Now Jason just wrecking havoc on Ray right now. Bill kick on Rey Mysterio right in the middle of the ring. Oh, a little bit of hesitation between the ref there. I don't know. But Ray able to reverse. Let's see if he can get back in this matchup now. Forcing Jason's head into the turnbuckle. Jason has to definitely be dizzy and disoriented after that. Able to fight back though. Rey Mysterio fighting back. And takedown there. Ray just taking a breather, and I don't blame him here. Might as well while the champ is down. But Jason gets back to his feet. Able to reverse. And another bail kick. No! Ray reversed it. And a 619 on Jason Outlaw. I've never seen him be absolutely dominated like this. And a frog splash, but no! Able to get the knees up. Thanks for the follow. I love feet. Love the name, by the way. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting choice of a username. And a VR to Rey Mysterio. Let's see if that can be enough. And yes, it can. Jason Outlaw is the winner. I'll try to turn that down just a tad. So, while the replay's going, so I Love Feet, again, interesting name. This is RCW, basically my own wrestling show where I give wrestling fans, where I bring real wrestling back, and I'm talking about the Attitude Era, anything goes, but Randy Orton! Randy Orton getting some payback on Jason after the attack that happened last week. Damn it, Randy Orton, you really had to interrupt me? And a cradle DDT on Jason Outlaw. Yes, it did take me a while to set up. A very long time. And an RKO! Jesus. Looks like a little bit of a payback. I also have another show called Lockdown, which focuses on the past wrestling career of the Outlaws, because they have their own backstory, how they wrestled in MWE. They're all from Manhattan. Basically, the Outlaws are my fake family, my fake brothers and sisters. Brian Outlaw, who is based on me, definitely he is really the guy that fulfills my dream of being a wrestler, since I am physically unable to be a wrestler myself. So Brian Outlaw, this whole heel character, fulfills that dream for me. There's also fake tweets that are a part of the show to make it look even more realistic for you guys, for a little bit of enjoyment that I set up through this app on my phone. So it's really extensive. All the storylines, all the scripts, and everything is really extensive. I love Lockdown, especially since I just premiered that last Friday. I absolutely love doing Lockdown. Lockdown is really fun. I can't wait to do the second episode of that on, what is it, Friday. And in case you want to watch any of these episodes, my name would be Big Bomb Boy. Big Bomb Boy. It's not too bad. It's kind of cheesy, but still funny. Sometimes wrestlers' gimmicks are meant to be funny anyway, so just look at the New Day. But in case you want to watch any of these episodes that you have missed, because we're in season 3 right now, so I Love Feet, in case you want to watch any of the episodes, even if you want to watch Lockdown, it's on my YouTube channel by the same name, BGX Plays, and they're all in a playlist. There's Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 of RCW. They all go in order. I highly suggest you watch them in order, because otherwise you're not going to understand the storylines, because all of them correlate with each other. So, with that said, let's get on to our next match. I apologize, I just like to explain a little bit for the newer people what we do here on the channel, and pretty much almost everything here on the channel is wrestling related. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we have Sky Outlaw, my fake sister. Isn't she lovely? So let me give you guys, what's up, Jaden the Beast? What's going on, or Jaden the Best, or whatever? How do you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I like butchered it, but welcome. I've seen you around here. I think I've seen you around here before. It's hard to keep track of people who have come back. But anyways, Sky Outlaw and Paige. How long have I been doing this series for? A couple months, Logan. A couple months, man. Since August of this year. So it's been 3 months? But anyways, the storyline here between Sky and Paige. Sky had turned on Paige and beat her for the RCW Women's title, which gave her the accolade of being the youngest RCW Women's Champion at 20 years old. Based on a conversation that Sky had told me about, her and Paige, there's no hard feelings. She wanted to get to the top, and you have to do sometimes that requires stabbing people in the back to get to the top. So anyways, based on the conversation I have pulled up right now, between Brian, Sky, and Paige, the conversation that took place was after the pay-per-view, or shortly after the pay-per-view anyway, on December 5th, so this would have been a couple days ago. What happened was, Paige offered a little bit of congratulations to Sky after beating her for the women's title, the RCW women's title, in a brutal Hell in a Cell match. Then she says, thanks, no hard feelings, we're both badasses, which is extremely true. And Paige says, we're the bitches everyone's scared of. And then Brian comes into the conversation and then says, hey there, boss lady, did you clean the blood off of my boots for me? Referring to the blood of Triple H's blood that happened to be on his boots after he won and retained his RCW Carnage title in a Lights Out match, which is a 15-minute Hell in a Cell match that took place at the Crusade pay-per-view, in which no pin or submissions were allowed. You had to knock out your opponent out cold to win, and Brian did that. So that's what happened. So, can you give me some advice on how to do this? Because I want to do my own for the fun of it. I get this game Friday. Well, if you want it as detailed as me, some graphic design talent comes into that. It really depends on how much time you want to put into it, really, because the time. So quickly before I start this match here, I'm just gonna quickly explain how Season 2 got started. Because when 2K19 dropped, who were all the winners? Jason won with an attack from Randy Orton at the end of the match. And then we had the Usos win against the Hardys. And then we had Luna obviously win against Sarah Logan. So those are the matches that we've had up to this point. But anyways, I love feet. So what happened was I ended Season 1, which is the very beginning of the show, which started in August, because 2K19 was going to drop and 2K18 was nearing the end of its cycle. And so I wanted to wait until 2K19 dropped. So you know what I did? 2K19 dropped October 9th, I believe, and I pre-ordered it, just like I did with 2K18. So I got it at midnight from the minute that it came out, and I spent 5 hours from midnight all the way to like 5:30 in the morning making the Season 2 arena and making the arenas and making the titles and making all that. So I was willing to sacrifice my own sleep to do this for all of you. And for Season 3, which is in the season that we are now, all I did was I changed up the titles, I redesigned the titles, and this is where we're going to leave it. So, anyways, I love feet. It really depends on how much detail you want to put into it. The world is your oyster. The game honestly lets you do anything. You can go to this website that's called the WWE 2K19 Image Uploader, in which you can upload your own images to the game. That's how the RCW logo is there. That is actually something that I had to actually make myself to upload to the game. And it's pretty easy. It tells you the pixel sizes. So if you know somebody that's a good graphic designer, I'm a graphic designer myself. So if you want anything done for your show, even if you're just doing it for the hell of it and just doing it just because you find it fun, I can design some stuff for you. It's very simple, but pretty much, other than me writing scripts for the show, like I script the matches. Sometimes I'll lose on accident, sometimes I'll lose on purpose, sometimes I'll win on accident, and sometimes I'll win on purpose. So the key is, you guys don't know what I'm going to do. You guys never know what's in my head. So I have this match between Sky Outlaw and Sasha Banks planned out, but you don't know what's going to happen. See? That's the whole thing. So I also do the fake tweets for the show too. I love feet. I also do fake tweets to make the show look more realistic, because a lot of the WWE superstars, they start rivalries on social media by talking shit to each other on social media, and that's really how rivalries spark for TV purposes. So I do that. I'll create like fake tweets, fake text messages, fake this, fake that. It's all fake. It's all not real. But the thing is, when it comes to the real wrestlers, because I use WWE superstars in the show, I take their real information from Twitter. So I take their Twitter handle, I take their profile picture, I take their header, and all I do is I save it to my phone, implement it in this app, and basically attach the verified badge onto them, so it looks like they're real Twitter, but it's not. So, again, I love feet. It depends on how extensive you want to make it. But that's just my advice. Really, the world is your oyster. You can use what the game gives you. Okay, that's my advice. Is use what the game allows you to do, and that's pretty much all I did. And use your mind. Use your creative mind. You know, like with the outlaw characters, I had to come up with the backstory. I had to come up with how they acted. So, you know, they're all heels. They're all badasses. They're all bad guys. So when I have to write their tweets and make their tweets, I have to make them sound like the worst people in the world. So that's... it's all getting into character. It's all being a character. It's all acting. It's whatever. So, anyways, like I said, I love feet. Use what the game gives you, but that's honestly my advice. Like I said, if you're looking into getting something more extensive done, like if you want your own logos and crap like that, I can do that for you. There's tons of things on YouTube that you can look up that will help you design stuff. Once you figure out how to use universe mode and how to utilize it, and once you figure out how the game works, you can do anything with it pretty much. So there's things that I haven't even figured out yet. But anyways, I'm sorry for going on a tangent. I just thought I'd explain that fully to I Love Feet, just to give a little bit of information on how this show is run. But we have Sky versus Sasha Banks with Paige accompanying her to ringside. Because Alexa Bliss has taken some interest. Ever since Sky won the title, she hasn't been really involved other than losing to Paige, but other than that, she hasn't really had much of a shot at the title picture after losing the what was it, the Fatal 4-Way match all the way back in Season 1. So it's been a while since she's had a chance at the title picture, and she's sort of been really jealous about that. About having everyone else getting an opportunity, but not her. But I told her, if you want an opportunity, you have to earn it. You can't just expect me to... You really think I'm going to reason with Sky and Sky's going to give you a match? Sky's not going to give you a match. When her and Paige were getting into it and they had their whole thing going on, it was hard for me to even... I had to ask Sky myself what match. And she was like, why should I care what Paige thinks? Why should I care? And I was like, Sky, you need a matchup. You need to figure out, I need to know what match you want to be in. I don't know why, but this appears to be what appears to be a squash match here. I haven't had these occur in quite a while. Sky's the limit on Sasha Banks already. And Sky just absolutely crushing Sasha Banks right now. Again, 6. Almost to the count of 7, and just a slap to the boss, Sasha Banks. Couple punches to the face of the legit boss. Paige just looking on, and a splash. Now, the one thing I always keep forgetting to ask Paige is her relationship with Bryan. What's going on? Because the whole reason why Paige became aligned with the Outlaws is because Paige showed up to Bryan's last match in the MWE before getting called up to RCW, so I have yet to ask her what's been happening with that. And Sky decides to cancel the pin, and just more punishment being inflicted. He takes the ref down with a basement drop kick. Now the ref is gone. Anything goes now. Ref's getting back up. I don't see, that's the one thing I hope they fix in the game, is so that the ref doesn't get up quick. Because there's no way in the right mind that anybody would get up just that quickly from a drop kick or a big boot to the face, or, you know, there's no way in hell that that would happen. Or at least on WWE TV anyway. Where's the steel chair that Sky was looking for? There it is. She can't use it though. Disqualification's still on. It's putting it down. And Sasha gets back in the ring here. He takes the ref down again. And now Paige causing a distraction. And Sky using the steel chair. And again takes the ref out with a crossbody. I don't know what the ref must have been feeling there, but you know, I know a lot of guys are into Sky, definitely, for sure. So maybe a lot of guys would definitely want to be crossbodied by Sky Outlaw, but there's another Sky's the limit there. And now the referee tossing out the chair. And now Sasha looking to possibly get back in this matchup. I don't know how you can get back from this. Takes Sky down. Sky's in deep trouble now. Again, possibly looking for the bank statement a little too early, though. Sky able to reverse that one. Kicks Sasha down. Looking on at Paige here. Paige crossing her arms. I don't know. Maybe she's a little pissed off about something. Who knows? And stops Sasha right in her tracks as she tries to get to the ropes to possibly get back to a vertical base. Middle of the ring here. And again, just a couple shots to the back and a kick again. I don't even know if she even connected on that. Again, dragging her to the middle of the ring. The Outlaws very skilled in wrestling because that's all they ever did growing up. And again, a reversal. And another Sky's the Limit coming from Sky Outlaw, just absolutely punishing Sasha Banks right now. Looking for the Sky heel hook. This is something we haven't really seen from Sky herself. Looking to possibly make the boss tap here. Just working, continuing to work on the heel. I hate this submission system. It sucks, but finally getting Sasha to tap out. That's the first time ever, actually, the submission system has worked in a while for me. There you go. She's got the win here. But Alexa Bliss, oh no! What's she doing here? And now Paige getting back in the ring here, just standing here watching it happen. Paige possibly looking to drop kick Alexa. What is Paige doing here? The whole idea was... And now the ref is in the ring. What the hell is he doing? insult to injury on Sky, and now finally Paige gets a little bit of fight back in her. I don't know why she just decided to go. Oh no! DDT to Paige, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Now she's attacking Paige now. Oh my God. She can't even hit Paige. I think she meant to hit Sky with that DDT. Now just an absolute mauling of Little Miss Bliss right now. Jesus. I don't know if that was such a good idea, Alexa, but whatever you were trying to do there, it didn't work. It didn't work. Looks like Paige definitely had Sky's back after all. But what was Alexa Bliss planning to do out here? She was planning to make a statement, it appeared, but I wouldn't call that a statement, honestly. Because the whole point is to attack your opponent, not to get mauled. But I guess that's what happened to Little Miss Bliss there. So we have Randy Orton. And I won't control it this time. We have Randy Orton deciding on making a little bit of a statement here regarding Jason Outlaw, despite attacking him after the matchup. It would be very interesting to see these two battle it out for the RCW World Championship at one of the pay-per-views. Now it matters, what type of match would it be? It'd be very interesting to see what type of match it would be between these two. But anyways, RKO, the three most deadliest words in sports, or deadliest letters in sports entertainment, excuse me, looks to make a statement. Here regarding, I want all you plebs to pay close attention, and the people at home, I want them to turn their volumes up. Do not keep me on mute because you're gonna want to hear every word I have to say. Well, do we really? Do we really, Randy? That's a weird question. Why do you cheer for the losers around here? Is it because you see yourselves in them? Is it because you feel better when you see another pathetic piece of garbage in this ring? It's a shame the RCW universe has such low self-esteem. But what's worse is what I intend to do your cheerleader of B+ players. Couldn't even read the rest of it because freaking game. Some in the back look for this man and tell me, is he afraid? Does he look afraid? If he doesn't and he's not, then he should be. Jason Outlaw, your worst nightmare is here. Come and face it if you dare. Wow. Calling out Jason Outlaw even after the attack. And Jason's never been, the Outlaws are never been the family to stay quiet. That's for sure. I wonder what Jason has to say to all that. Gee, what a surprise! Once again, I find myself in the presence of a throng of idiots where I'm going to be forced to perform against some moron way below my level. And in return for this, I'll be overlooked and buried at the bottom of the roster yet again. There are two types of people in the world, the kings and the peasants. And you never interrupt the king. Big mistake. So I'll give you a few seconds to correct yourself and walk back where you came from. That being Manhattan. But we're a long way from there, I think. Those are some mighty words coming from such a pea-brained individual such as yourself. I'm surprised you even know how to pronounce most of them. Have you been taking classes again? I'm really happy you're finally trying to complete the 5th grade. Education is an very important part of success. Damn, roasting Randy Orton's intelligence. Little cheesy, but I like it. Have you gotten what it is you wanted to say off your chest yet? Is it my return to respond finally? You can continue your pathetic attempt at banters, or I can show you what I was telling everyone. I'm the best superstar here in RCW, and I'll take on anyone who's on for a match. If you want your ass kicked, then I don't mind helping you out with that favor. And all you've got to do is say the words, and I'll be on you like white on rice. Ooh, Jason, very strong words, man. You know, the more I think about it, the less I think I want to step in the ring with you tonight. Oh, don't worry. You and I will have our time in the ring, but it won't be tonight. I'm just not feeling it right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to the locker room and enjoy a nice sauna. We don't have them here, Randy. I'm sorry. And a headbutt to Randy Orton. These two are very heated. And looks like Jason has had enough of Randy Orton and working on the neck there and a clothesline. Referee's got to get control here. And definitely we haven't seen the last of these two, that's for sure. What could this mean for the future of Jason Outlaw? You'll have to find out next week, that's for sure, but we got to continue on. And we have Noelle Diamond making her debut against Ember Moon. So Noelle Diamond, she made it clear that she wanted to team up with Xia Brookside and Tessa Blanchard, who has yet to make her debut here on RCW, but she quickly made friends with them, and it is what it is. So what better way to debut here on RCW than to go up against one of RCW's most valuable talents, Ember Moon. So it should be very interesting. And I can't wait to see what happens as a result as I wait for the match to load. Now, the loading times have definitely improved as far as 2K18 goes and everything else. So they definitely have improved since then, for sure. But I feel like they can even be improved even more. Because sometimes I feel like they take a little bit too long still. And there she is, Noelle Diamond with Xia Brookside and Tessa Blanchard right behind her. Now she has some really good moves to her moveset. She has this knee that struck gold, and she also has this Iron Monarch submission and the Diamond Cutter, as well as Gold Rush, a nasty kick that plants her opponent. So this should be very interesting here. Let's get right to the action here. Let's not wait any longer than we have to. And Noelle Diamond is making her debut here, and she starts off with a jumping knee and a leg drop to Ember Moon, but Ember able to reverse it. But again, a little too much. What's she going for here? A DDT! And Tessa Blanchard is really loving it as she watches from the outside, working on the arm of Ember Moon now. Ooh, that's definitely got to hurt the neck. Decides to take it to the outside here. And a backstabber on the outside. Now this wrestler is one of the fans. Her name is Carrie. She asked for her wrestler as part of the roster. So this is one of the fan created wrestlers that I had to actually create myself with a little help from the community creations, but she's finally making her debut here. Some of these wrestlers that are custom will be on lockdown as well, but like I said, that show really focuses on the Outlaws and the Outlaws only, so I really don't want to really draw as much attention to other superstars on that show as I do on this show. Ember takes Noelle down. Ember getting back in this matchup here. But Noelle able to reverse. Tried for the spinning back fist, but to no avail there. Looking for the Iron Monarch armbar here. Ember trying to hang on, and she does. She's able to get out of it. Now both ladies finally at the back of her feet, but Noelle took a little bit longer. And drop kick to the back of Noelle, but able to reverse it and Irish whip into the corner. Springboard crossbody there from the second rope. And Gold Rush on Ember Moon. Out of nowhere there. Looking to win her debut. And she does. What pure dominance by Noelle Diamond there. She looks very dominant in her debut here. And I guarantee she's going to cause absolute havoc here in the women's division, especially with Tessa Blanchard and Zaya Brookside. There, but that is our show. And again, in case you missed any of any minute of any episode at all, you can always catch the episode after the fact because it is on YouTube. So you can always catch it, you know, on your own time when you can't catch it live. That's the reason why I do it on YouTube and Twitch, is for those who either don't use Twitch or can't catch it live right as it goes. It's so much easier to do it on Twitch and YouTube, so that, you know, people that love to use their respective platforms can use that, and for those who miss it, they can decide whether or not they want to watch it, decide on their own time when they want to watch it. So I know an hour and 15 minutes and sometimes 2 hours can be long to watch, but at least on the bright side, for those of you that miss any minute of the episodes or miss anything, or even if it's one match or whatever, you guys can watch it after the fact. It's phenomenal. It's great. And I can't wait to see you guys for Lockdown on Friday. Same time, probably 4 o'clock, usually. Unless I'm doing something else. But thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you guys on Friday for the second episode of Lockdown.